outstanding performances and look ahead at what's next for Central Arkansas football.
Jackson got drilled. It was intercepted. Intercepted and on his feet. And there's that man again, Chris. Dalen Land off the deflection, able to get the interception.
The Nathan Brown Show is presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway and broadcasted live at their location at 955 South Amity Road.
Handoff, Chambers. Touchdown, Central Arkansas, and there it is. For the first time in his career, the redshirt freshman Landon Chambers into the end zone for a score.
And it's also brought to you in part by HD Roofing and Construction, Highland Dairy, Moix RV, and Fairfield Inn & Suites.
Looking left, man-to-man, Arlie Lee down the sideline, looking for it, and he caught it over the shoulder at the 5. Did he reach it? And he did! Holy cow, what a touchdown! 48 yards, and the first score of the season for Arlie Lee.
Now let's head to Walk-Ons and join Nathan Brown and Justin A. Craig.
Welcome back in one last time this season here for the Nathan Brown Show, live from Walk-Ons in Conway. Great to be with you under the bright lights here tonight, Coach. We've got Spotlight tonight for our final show of the season, getting set for Abilene Christian and Senior Day on the Stripes on Saturday, 3 o'clock kick. Sorry, it won't be at 7:30 like it was last weekend Central Time. We're going to start a little bit earlier. Hopefully the weather cooperates. But, Coach, it's funny. We were listening there in the sort of the highlight package in the open, and, Arlie Lee getting his first score and, thinking about Landon Chambers' first score last season. Now, this year it just seems like he's been, doing it so well for years, and it's just his second season. It's remarkable. And, that's one of the things we're going to talk about tonight is while we're excited about Saturday and an opportunity to celebrate seniors, an opportunity to finish the season on a high note with a victory against a talented team that wants to go to the playoffs and has a chance to win the conference title if they get a victory on Saturday. But also we want to, take a peek ahead at next year because there are so many young guys that are key contributors for this team that are going to be back next year. And I know you're excited not only about Saturday, but next year too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to handle business. You want you as competitors, to send these seniors out right. And obviously a great challenge in Abilene. I've got a ton of respect for Coach Patterson and what he's done in that program in a short amount of time. I've competed against Coach Patterson for a long time. So 2008, he was defensive coordinator at Tulsa when I was playing quarterback at UCA. So we've kind of known each other through the years. He was a Mike Norvell guy and all these things. There's a lot of connections, but he's got him in a spot to, be in 2 consecutive playoffs. So big moment for us. But again, like you said, look, if you look up and down our roster, the production that's being produced, it's not by a ton of seniors. It's a lot of guys that have a chance to come back. Obviously, we've got to do a good job holding on to some of those talented players and casting a vision for those guys, and also bringing in some guys to compete with them, and especially in some key spots when we turn the page to the offseason. So it's an exciting time to be a Bear. Obviously, the season hasn't gone to plan. A lot of close losses. I think sometimes as a coach, your best coaching jobs sometimes are in years like this, and I mean that. That sounds like a cop out. But some years are easier than others, right? You just got the talent. You got the skill. We've won championships here. We've had to work this year.
Yeah.
We've had to grow some guys up this year. Some guys aren't grown up yet, and we're still working on them, right? And those are some of your best coaching jobs. And I told our coaching staff the other day, give yourself credit because a lot of people won't, when you're sitting and have a record like we do. But to be in every game like we have been, playing 4-quarter games, four of our last 5 on the road, nothing's stacked up well for us this year, and we're still fighting.
Yeah. Well, it was a great effort on Saturday against a very talented Southern Utah team. And Abilene Christian has one loss in conference play. It was to the Thunderbirds earlier this season. So we know what a formidable opponent they would be, especially when you go out there. You're playing at elevation. They are a very talented team, really on both sides of the football. They're well coached. They execute well. They don't give you much from a mistake standpoint, Coach. Ends up being a 28-21 loss. Hard-fought back-and-forth game. And, boy, you've had a handful of those this year. You guys have been through some wars. But you gave yourselves a chance. You made a couple of key plays to keep yourselves in it, and unfortunately couldn't find that last drive, I guess, in the fourth quarter to give yourselves a chance at a touchdown and maybe go for 2 at the end. If you would have gotten there, had you already made up your mind, or were you thinking overtime?
We were going for 2.
Yeah.
100%.
All right.
It is. And I'll tell you, I'm as frustrated as anybody about 1-score losses. It irks my soul to lose games like that because I know how hard our guys work. They deserve wins. But here's where credit needs to be served, and that's that our guys haven't stopped fighting. Here's the best perspective I can give it. If you're Coach Patterson right now at Abilene Christian and you're looking at a 3-8 UCA football team, are you taking us lightly right now?
He's not.
It's exact, but you naturally do, right? But we know what we've been in. We know the games that we played. We've been in, other than the first couple games of the season, every game's been tight. And that's where we've got to hang our hat that the pendulum's going to swing. This ball's going to bounce our way. We've got to manufacture some of that, but some of it's just got to be luck of the draw, and we get some things to bounce our way. And obviously, we hope that happens at home this weekend.
Well, I will tell you this: for Coach Patterson, he's got one of the toughest jobs going this year too, because this team is, again, been very good this year. They haven't punched their ticket just yet, but boy, they've certainly put themselves in great position to do so. And trying to sell to those guys that this 3-8 team is a dangerous team and could cause you some problems. I mean, there was a game a couple of years ago over at Abilene Christian where you guys knocked them out of the playoffs with a victory on the road. So, I mean, certainly history is there, and he doesn't have to look too far in the books, I guess, to impress upon his team the potential concerns they should have.
Yeah, I think about 2019 when we were on the brink of being a national seed, playing for a conference championship at Incarnate Word. Their record wasn't great that year, but you knew from the year prior, you knew from the staff that they had, kind of the program that they had built, that was going to be a difficult game. So it's natural for 18 to 22-year-olds to look at records. I don't think there's any doubt. But as a coach, what we've done and put on film every Saturday, playing literally 60 minutes of football, there's no question that we've got their full attention.
Absolutely. So at this point, again, 3-8, but an opportunity to get that fourth win on Saturday, Coach. And a couple of notes from the game: 14-all at the half. And, you guys made a great defensive play. We're going to hear the highlight in a little bit. But Dylan Williams, who's one of your preseason all-conference players, makes a huge pick at the end of the first half to keep it all square. And I guess we weren't convinced that you guys weren't going to find a way to score. We were hoping he'd run that thing back. It was a shoestring tackle away from going 99 yards. But got another 100-yard game from Landon Chambers, who has just become, a legitimate star, really, not only here at Conway, but in nationally, as far as the way he's performed week in and week out. And offensive line deserves a lot of credit. Got to give the coaching staff and the scheme a lot of credit. The play calling, I thought you guys were really brilliant, especially in the first half on some of the things you did, mixing things up. But, there really are a lot of things to celebrate from Saturday. And unfortunately, again, just a little short on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and, it seems like it's just one thing, one play here or there that just sets us back. We've got the momentum in the first half, and, we stall out a time or two. I'll tell you this: Southern Utah did a great job, and we talked about this a little bit off air after the game. They're committed to their identity. Their identity is hand the ball to die, however many times they have to, and they also run the play clock down to 3 seconds every single snap. So they're limiting your opportunities on offense. So I don't care how explosive your offense, whatever your game plan is, you have to be just about perfect on all your situations because they're holding the ball, and that's. That limits your possession time. That limits your opportunities. It makes you a little more conscious on being 3 and out, right? So they just make you execute. And so, unfortunately for us, we had an early turnover in the third quarter. I think that was probably the momentum shifting play. We took it down real quick on the first drive. They matched us, but then we had the ball back with momentum, and we unfortunately threw a pick to a tip ball to their corner, and they took it down and scored. So I thought that was kind of the momentum shifting play. And then, you had to deal with a little bit of the weather elements and all that stuff. But look, that's not an excuse. We got to handle that.
Windy and spitting rain most of the night. It was not a pretty evening in Cedar City, Utah, but again, the Bears had their chances. We're going to talk to a couple of players tonight. Tyrell Pollard, who has been Mr. Big Play for this team this year, coming up with a lot of impressive highlight reel catches. The junior from Hattiesburg. He's third on the team with 23 receptions. We'll talk to him in a second. And then Jacoby McQuiller, who plays the star like a star a lot of nights. He'll join us coming up, had 6 tackles on Saturday. So stick around, much more coming up on the final Nathan Brown Show from Walk-Ons here in Conway after the break.
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
2 minutes left.
It's game time at
2 minutes.
Fairfield Inn and Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn and Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana. Family
1
owned
minute
and
to go, 1
operated
minute.
since 1976, Moix RV represents the finest recreational vehicle manufacturers at clear see-through prices. This means no prep fees, no additional freight, free battery, free propane, and comprehensive free training on your new camper. And Moix RV is home to Camp Moix, a free camping club organizing events throughout the year. All of these things show Moix's commitment to being a customer service company that happens to sell RVs. 1213 Collier Drive in Conway, and let us show you true value.
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
If you have a question or comment for the head bear, send Justin a message on Twitter at JustinAcree7. Now, back to the Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway, 955 South Amity Road, on the Buzz Radio Network.
Play action. Myers on a slant. Easy catch. Touchdown, Malachi Henry. That was the easiest throwing catch of the year, and he's got him another one. Oh, number 6 is doing it. His 8th touchdown of the season.
All right, welcome back in. We're going to talk to another star receiver for the Bears. And, Coach, you have a sort of an embarrassment of riches at wide receiver this year. And I know you're excited about seeing those guys grow from sophomores into juniors, juniors into seniors. And, again, not losing anybody in the key receiving core. The whole running back room is back. I mean, again, hopefully these guys get a chance to make some plays on Saturday too. But, man, I tell you what, the future's awfully bright.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a testament to quality recruiting. Retention, I think, is important as well in that. But yeah, I mean, like you got, a guy that's sitting next to me that really is came into his own this year, and what a great weapon TP's been, and obviously Malachi, being able to move him around and do some different things with him. I mean, I think TP will say that there's not a tougher dog on the team than Ty Durham. I mean, that dude is as tough as they come, and obviously Arley's as good a big play guy as you can have. So, I mean, it's just a beautiful room. I think it's the deepest room in the conference. There's no question about it. And just the growth that they've made and the growth that they're going to continue to make as we turn the page is going to be fun to watch.
All right, let's bring in Tyrell Pollard now, who's been a lot of fun to watch. I told him it's been a joy to cover him and Arley and those guys in the receiving room this year. And junior from Mississippi, 3rd on the team in receptions, 2nd with 483 yards and 6 touchdowns, also 2nd on the team. But I think you're number 1 in highlight reel catches this year. So it's been fun. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. You been holding up okay this year?
Yes, sir.
Physically, you feel good?
Oh, I feel great.
Okay. Well, that's bad news for other teams. So we were talking about it. I mean, 50-50 balls. I mean, there's no such thing in your world. We were saying 70-30. By next year, I expect it to be 80-20.
Yeah.
When a ball's thrown up for grabs and you both have a shot at it, you and a defensive back, what goes through your mind? What are you thinking about?
See ball, get ball. It's just me and the ball in the air. Just got to go high point the ball.
I like that. I wrote that quote down. I heard you. So he was the featured guest on our pregame show on Saturday, and so I wrote that down when you said that to Steve-O. I thought that was good. But how did you become an elite receiver? What was your path to this point?
In high school, when I first started, well, I've been playing football, but I started off as a quarterback and a safety. Then as I transitioned through high school and I transferred high schools, I moved to receiver. And I just been playing receiver ever since.
You ought to see him throw a football.
Yeah?
It's pretty impressive.
Can you sling it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we tried a couple of non-quarterback passes this year that did not work out. We're going to get you, we'll get you some more chances at that going forward. Sure. I like that. So what about basketball? Were you a basketball guy too?
Yes, sir. I played basketball and baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you play in baseball?
I was a pitcher and outfielder.
Okay. What we top out at with the fastball?
In 7th grade, I was probably throwing around 75.
Okay.
I played as an 8th grade. I played varsity with my high school team. So, but as I started falling in love with football, I had let baseball go. So
yeah, I got you. Give me kind of your thoughts on the room as a whole. Give me on the receivers. What's that group like?
I think it's a deep room. I think it's the deepest room in the conference. We got a lot of guys that can go out there and play, that can make plays. You know, Malachi. You know, Malachi is a great receiver, a great leader. You know, to that room. You know, he's we didn't have a lot of returning production, but you know, he helped me and Ty and everybody else along the way to kind of get up to speed and get used to the playing of the game, you know, so we can have a successful season, you know. And like Coach Brown said about Ty Darren, he is a dog, you know, one of the strongest people on the team, one of the toughest people I know, and he gives 110% every rep, like he take no reps off. And, you know, Arlie Lee, he's another big play guy. He gonna go up and get it, big strong receiver. And you know, we got some other receivers in the room that can make plays. Obviously, they haven't had the time to show it this year, but they can ball also.
Right. Can we play a little game and do like one word per guy?
Who?
One word per guy. So if I say a name, you give me one word when the first thing that comes to mind on them.
All right.
Okay. We do this. So you kind of did this already a little bit, but when I say Malachi, what's the first thing you think of?
Smart.
Smart. Okay. How about for Ty Durham?
Tough.
Okay. You're supposed to say crazy.
And resilient.
Resilient's good. His mom doesn't like when we call him psycho. We mean it in the nicest way. How about Arlie?
That's Calvin Johnson.
Okay.
Calvin Johnson.
Two, we'll go with that.
That's pretty big dude.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
Freak.
And then Tristan. What about Tristan?
The route running ability. His route running is A1. You know, one of the best I ever seen.
What do you want people to say about you when I mention your name?
That I'm a baller. I can do all things on the football field, running routes, catch the ball, whatever it needs to be done, I can do it.
Yeah. How'd you end up? What was your path here to Conway?
You know, out of high school, I had some D1 offers, FBS, but I chose to take the JUCO route. So as Northwest, my redshirt freshman year, I got hurt, had a medical redshirt. Then I transferred to Hines. My final 2 years of JUCO, played there, and it was probably like a couple weeks left in the season. UCA came and got me. They offered me, you know, I committed, I decommitted, then I committed back because of Coach Brown, Coach Walker, Coach Creed. They came and sat down on my couch. They had a plan. They told a plan with me and my mom how they go to use me in the offense, how things are going to go, and just went on from there.
Gotcha. Last week we had Will here, and he was talking about the motivation for the remainder of the season. Again, the year did not go the way anybody expected. And again, just that the narrowest of misses, I guess, in a handful of games that could have changed the outcome. And you guys could be playing for a playoff berth without any stretch of the imagination this Saturday. But it didn't go the way you wanted. So for you, what motivates you to come back and compete hard every week, even though, you know, you're not going to be where you guys want to be when it's all said and done?
The season hasn't gone how we wanted, but, you know, I love to play football. Like this is one. Is nothing compares to it. Like, you know, you don't have a lot of time. You don't know when the time is going to be over. So you just got to enjoy the moment and give it your all.
How's Conway been for you?
Oh, I love Conway. Hey, it's a pretty nice city. The people here are awesome. Everybody's super nice, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. How far is Hattiesburg? What's the drive home?
6 hours.
Okay. So you get family in for games?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Every home game.
Got any scout on Abilene Christian this weekend? What you expect from their defense?
Oh, yes, sir. We got started on that earlier today. Pretty solid defense. They got some size to them, got a little speed to them, but you know, we go do what we do. We go out there and put up a fight.
Yeah. Well, best of luck this week, and appreciate what you've done this year. Looking forward to seeing the 2.0 next year. So it's been fun and going to be scary. So what's one thing you want to work on in the offseason? What's something you want to try to improve on between now and next year?
It's not just one thing. It's everything. I want to get better at everything. You know, I feel like there's always improvement for my game, you know, to elevate to the next level and just continue to improve and keep shining.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right. Tyrell Pollard,
awesome,
good stuff.
TP.
That's awesome. Fantastic. So, I mean, you've had some good ones roll through here, Coach, and
I've seen him.
He's pretty good. I mean, you guys definitely identify better than most. I will say that as far as receivers go. You've done a good job with that.
I've seen a lot come through here. I've seen draft picks. I've seen all-time leading receptions and yardage and touchdowns. You've covered some of the greats we've ever had. There's no question that TP is in that conversation. Just the impact he's made in such a short amount of time. I just wish I could have had him maybe his freshman year, and he's sitting here being here 3 years, but man, his upside is enormous, and obviously he's already met and passed the expectations we had for him to this point. But again, like he said, I mean, you can always get better, you can always improve, and I know one of his goals is to get to the National Football League, and there's no question he has the build, the makeup to do that. We just got to hone in on a few things. Let's take him to the next step. I've seen what it takes. He's got a chance to have what it takes.
He mentioned Malachi as your leading receiver this year, Coach, and he said smart was the first thing he mentioned. It's a kid that's an academic senior, right, as a sophomore. Yep. I mean, he's already kind of way ahead of the curve academically. He's also not too bad looking physically, I would say.
Yeah, and smart was the perfect term. It's funny he used that because Malachi lines up in about 6-7 different spots in every game, and he does that because he can do it up here, right? He can do it in his brain, and he can evaluate a defense. He can play all four positions in the wide receiver room. And okay, you want to challenge. TP's looking at me right now. A challenge is let's take him to that next step next year. Be able to move him in several different spots and do some different things. It's his first year. It's Malachi's third year, right? So that's something we'll grow on with those guys as well. So, but yeah, Malachi's had a great run. I mean, he's got a chance to possibly be a Triple Crown guy in the league, which is pretty impressive. But it makes it even more impressive is when you've got guys like TP and Ty and Arlie and some of those guys catching a lot of balls too. It's an impressive group.
We'll get over to the defensive side, talk about that a little bit. And again, we'll dig in on Abilene Christian, and we'll wrap up our talk about Southern Utah on the other side. And things are changing, Coach. I mean, we saw there was an announcement today. There was a lot of smoke around SEMO, maybe coming into the league. They say they're going to stay put in the OVC. Not sure what the change is going to be, but obviously the league is in constant flux, I guess, and the Utah schools are going away, so no more flights out west, I guess, next season.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not complaining about that one. I'll tell you that. I mean, we've got great leadership with our athletic directors, presidents in these universities in our conference, and obviously the administration in the UAC will be fine. They'll get capable schools to come in and fill those spots when the time's right.
All right, 7:23. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to visit with our defensive guest tonight. Talk to Jacoby McQuiller on the other side, another Mississippi native, and we'll get his thoughts on last week and his look ahead here to the final go-round for the season. Stick around.
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship, warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics. Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
1 minute left, 1 minute.
It's game time at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn and Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
At Moix
Last
RV,
spot here,
customer
30
service
seconds.
isn't just their motto, it's their legacy. Since 1976, they've been dedicated to providing exceptional experiences, not just selling RVs. They hear you. Words are easy, actions speak louder. That's why Moix RV has invested millions in expanding their service bays across Conway, Springdale, and Hot Springs. But service bays are just tools. It's their passionate team that truly makes the difference. Their team isn't just knowledgeable, they're tenured. Visit them today in Conway, Springdale, or Hot Springs, and let's get you rolling.
You're listening to The Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway, where everything is made from scratch, bringing Cajun cuisine to life. Now, back to Coach Brown and Justin on the Buzz Radio Network.
They will throw. Barron going to the end zone. It's intercepted at the 1. And it's Dylan Williams out across the 20, 25-30, 35-40, 45 midfield. Still on his feet. He stumbles down and he lost the ball at the end. Was he down? They're going to say he was down. Into Thunderbird territory, Dylan Williams. They're all fighting for it. The side judge says he was down.
Well, it was a shoestring away from a 99-yard pick six, Coach. And, I mean, what a way to end the half. I mean, it was already awesome that you guys stopped them from scoring late in the first half. But, boy, we almost got 6 the other way.
I mean, and the funny part about that is, did it not have deja vu to West Georgia last year?
Yes.
Right before the half? I mean, just a big momentum play. He gets a pick and takes it for a touchdown.
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing. And from my perspective, it was the moment. I don't know how it looked from your view, but I'm pretty sure Dylan was running about a 4.2.
Yeah.
I mean, he was flying.
Yeah.
And I think if he would have about the 40 to 50 range would have kind of just toned it down and kind of set himself up instead of just trying to, I think he probably would have scored. But unbelievable play. I mean, huge play to get, because they're on the brink of at least getting a field goal, possibly a touchdown, and that held it tied going into halftime.
Absolutely. Let's talk to Jacoby McCuller, who's here, another Mississippi native coach, and it's a place you know well. You've recruited from. You got connections over there, I know,
Yep.
and your family does. So, Jacoby, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Oh, let me turn your mic on. How about that? Sorry. It's the last show of the season. I mean, I think I'd have it down by now, but welcome. Appreciate you coming out.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. How's your body holding up through the season? I know you've had some tough ones this year.
It's okay. I ain't doing no complaining. I'm thankful.
Yeah. What about your journey through Conway here and UCA? What's it been like? Give me your perspective.
It's been good. Yeah, it's rough, but I'm thankful to be here. Thanking Coach Brown and all the coaches giving me the opportunity to be here in Conway.
You guys would never know that you're not fighting for a conference championship. You guys come out and you fight like dogs every week. Last week was a good example. I mean, you've been so close in so many games. How do you keep your optimism up and that fight in the guys every week?
This just come with being a football player. It's gonna be ups and downs, but you got to keep fighting. It's something that you really want to do. You come in every week doing the same thing, fight. No matter what happened, come to work every day. Do your thing.
Yeah. We got 60 minutes left in the season. So what's the mentality this final week? Get senior day, all those things in effect this week. Last game out on the stripes. I mean, what are you thinking about this week?
Finish it strong. Don't just go out there just because the last game. Putting my all, giving them all, every snap, every quarter, the whole game.
Yeah. You're listed here as a senior, but you never know these days. I mean, is this it? You got any more eligibility, or are we done?
We hope
We're still
not.
working on that, or no?
Hopefully I got one more, but now, as of right now, no, sir.
Okay.
This is my senior year. This is my last go around.
What are you studying, and what are your plans after school when it's all over?
Studying coaching and education. My plans is to take a shot at the NFL or CFL, SFL. But if all things fail, I'm gonna be a coach and train DBs in Mississippi.
Okay. So did you always play defense, or did you play both sides of the ball growing up?
I played a little bit in 7th grade, a little running back in 7th grade.
So you got on it pretty early. You don't see guys that really settle in, I don't think, too much on one side of the ball or the other, especially a skill guy like you that I know could probably do some things offensively early on. How'd you end up on that side?
It wasn't many. We didn't have many players in my junior high, so I had to play both sides.
Okay. And then you just settled on defense, huh?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about your position. It's a unique name. It's star, but what exactly does that entail? You get to do a little bit of some different things, I guess, defensively?
Yes, sir. I can say a slot corner type of safety. I can play any position in secondary.
Yeah.
Star position, it's all same thing, all the same.
You like safety or corner better?
Safety.
Okay. Why is that?
A little more freedom.
Yeah, a little more free. I can say a little more free.
You like getting an interception or laying a big hit more?
Ooh.
Interception.
Okay.
Interception.
What about interception or tackle for loss cause a fumble?
Ooh.
Interception.
Okay. They let you hang around the line a little bit too, so you get to do a little bit of different things. That's a nice versatile position. And I know Coach Williams has mixed things up. I mean, we're seeing corner blitzes and things we don't see a lot of, I guess, in this defense. So it's been kind of fun. Have you enjoyed playing in the style and the scheme?
Yes, sir. It's good. It's a good scheme. I like it.
Yeah. So are you done at semester, or are you coming back next year to finish up, or what do you have, or next semester, to finish up, or what do you have left?
No, sir. I graduate in December.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I like it. So you're going to go back home, though, you said eventually, and you want to coach it back at home?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who have been your best influences in your career from a defensive standpoint?
I could say Deion Sanders.
Okay.
Ed Reed. Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Type of guy.
All the stars. You like that.
Yes,
There's no like third string safety that you watched a lot growing up, I guess, huh? Anybody a little off the radar?
I know it's somebody, but I can't think of it at the moment.
Who was your team growing up? I mean, who do you follow in Mississippi? What did you have a team or a guy, or did you just watch guys?
Did watch guys.
Okay. How about from coaches that you've had? Who are the guys that have had the most influence on your career?
My high school coach, Coach Chambliss. And I can say my JUCO coach too.
Okay.
Coach Webb.
Yeah. And
Coach Brown.
Okay. You want to give anybody UCA any love? I don't know. Just saying.
Nah.
Coach, you guys have obviously been able to find a lot of talented guys all over the place. And, it's interesting because we talk a lot with coaches about how you got to have great relationships with the coaches around the state.
Yeah.
But you're recruiting in Mississippi and everywhere else. I mean, what's your relationship like with the coaches around the region, not just the state?
Well, I think specifically talking junior college, we've got an unbelievable long-standing relationship from even prior coaches to me being here with junior college coaches. We're talking to 2 Mississippi junior college kids tonight. I mean, you look up and down our roster, it's built on the JUCO system in the state of Mississippi, and Jacoby's no different. I mean, when we recruited him, we knew pound for pound he could play 3 different positions. He plays that star position, or what a lot of people call nickel, because he's basically playing a linebacker spot, but he's a defensive back, So it's a tweener body spot, and pound for pound, Jacoby's one of the more talented players. He's always had, since he got here day one, he's always had a great nose for the football, and he just tends to find it. Even the scrimmages and practices, it's like, man, there's McQuiller again. He just has always done a great job of that. He needs to have a big Saturday, but man, he's going to be sorely missed moving forward.
Jacoby, I don't know how much you guys have gotten to dig in on ACU tape, but it's interesting. You guys really have opposite ends of the spectrum this week, because you've got last week Dye, who's going to be the guy over and over and over again. And this week it's kind of a 3-headed running back monster. They're getting a kind of even carries, and they all had about 10 last week. Is there anything that's more challenging? I mean, Dye's very special, obviously, but is it a little weird, I guess, when you got a team that's really distributing it among 3 guys pretty evenly?
Not really. We treat everybody the same. We're going to come in, do our thing. Everything going to work out.
Yeah, I did see that their quarterback has turned it over a few times this year. How important is that, you think, going into this final game, maybe creating some turnovers?
It's going to be real important. He's going to throw us a couple.
Okay. I like that. I hope your prediction comes true.
Me too.
We'll play that back if you're right, for sure. And if not, we'll just pretend it never happened. It's all good. Best of luck this year, and this weekend, I should say, I guess specifically. And enjoy your senior day, and good luck with whatever's next for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good job, Kobe.
All right, Jacoby McQuiller, great stuff. 2 for 2 on our Mississippi contributors tonight, Coach. So good stuff there. We'll talk more about that 3-headed monster at running back with Abilene Christian coming up after the break. We've got our final 2-minute drill this season. It's going to be pretty football relative, I guess, tonight. And we'll go back and just touch on a couple other things from what we saw over the weekend. All right, stick around. A little more coming up from Walk-Ons Sports Bistro here in Conway. It's been a great home all season long, and I think I will come here quite often in the offseason too, Coach.
Let's do it.
All right, very good. We're back after this.
It's game time at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn and Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
Setting a
2
new
minutes left
workout
in the
goal,
break. 2 minutes.
Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Family owned and operated since 1976, Moix RV represents the finest recreational vehicle manufacturers at clear see-through prices. This means no prep fees, no additional freight, free battery, free propane, and comprehensive free training on your new camper. And Moix RV is home to Camp Moix, a free camping club organizing events throughout the year. All of these things show Moix's commitment to being a customer service company that happens to sell RVs. 1213 Collier Drive in Conway, and let us show you true value.
1 minute left.
HD
1 minute.
Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship, warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
Last spot here, 30 seconds.
Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
Go purple, go gray, go UCA. You're listening to the Nathan Brown Show on the Buzz Radio Network, coming to you live from Walk-On Sports Bistro in Conway. A great place to take the family or catch the game. Now, back to Coach Brown and Justin.
With Caleb Coger at quarterback. Chambers set behind him. Coger, handoff. Chambers right side, into the end zone. Touchdown Central Arkansas. Caleb Coger, we've seen him sling it, but he can hand it off too. And a good job there, taking the snap. Nice job on the mesh, and a run by Chambers for the score.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Coger sighting on Saturday. And nobody hands the ball off better than Caleb Coger. Landon Chambers did the rest of the work, though. He did his part too. Coach, another couple touchdowns for Landon, and I was going to see Caleb pop in there. It's always awkward. I always worry about quarterbacks coming in off the bench cold. It's like, hey, kind of a critical moment in the game. Just jump in there and take care of business.
Yeah, in that moment, we just got a big fourth down conversion. Got it down. I think inside the 5. A great throw and catch on fourth down to Jackson Kosmeyer. Austin took a big hit. He kind of laid there for a second. He got up to go back out, but I guess he laid just long enough where he had to take a play off, and it didn't seem like the right time to take a timeout. Caleb was ready to go. Actually, didn't change my play call. I knew what my next play call was going to be, whether it was Austin or Caleb, and we actually had a single receiver slant to TP on that play, and he won by a mile. The problem was Caleb did a great job reading the nickel defender, and he just hung there, so we handed it to LC. So it was great execution by Caleb Koger.
Seriously, we're going to score either way.
If that guy would have stepped up, TP would have been an easier touchdown than Malachi's first one.
I got you.
He beat the guy that bad.
Okay. Caleb's obviously a fun story, and he lit up Southern Utah last year, so it would have been kind of fitting if he had come in and thrown a touchdown again. But anyway, it's an interesting thing there, I thought. But, yeah, I will say, too, from my perspective, and I didn't go back and watch it on tape, but for Austin, that was the play of the night. He was literally looking up at the stars, I think, or probably up into the raindrops when he delivered that pass, just sort of in desperation mode. I think Kosmeyer made a great catch, and it ended up landing kind of in his arms, but maybe it wasn't intended for him initially. Was that the plan?
No, it was actually intended for Ben Hallmark. He was kind of the fullback in that play, and he kind of got banged around, and Jackson did a good job kind of on his initial block protection and then leaking out late. Austin bought time. And really on fourth down, you going for it on fourth down and probably was in range for Caleb. I was just a little nervous the way the wind was whipping around. I mean, it would have been a longer kick for him, but the way the wind was blowing, I was like, man, I'm going to be aggressive, and took an opportunity there to be aggressive on the play call. And great job by Austin getting the ball in the air, because fourth down, I mean, you got to get the ball in the air. Don't take a sack. Get the ball in the air. No matter what happens, right? Got the ball in the air. Jackson and Jackson did a great job tracking the ball and getting the first down.
Well, I know this is not a factor, but I will tell you from the booth, I'm thinking, this dude's 10 of 10. It's like, you're going to send him out there and he's going to like, oh, what if he misses? It's like, oh, I missed a 50-yarder with a 25-mile-an-hour wind. Sorry. Kind of a tough spot to be in. So I'm glad you guys were able to convert and score a touchdown there.
That's more of a announcer guy thing. Yeah. I wouldn't think about that.
No, obviously not. No, who cares? I mean, obviously I wouldn't either. If it made sense, that's the move. But I loved what you guys did there and ended up making a payoff with 7. So that worked out great. But put in perspective for me, Coach, what Chambers has done this year. And I know you had high expectations, but when we're talking about 9 out of 11 100-yard games, 8 in a row. And, again, we saw a pretty good one on the other side too. But give me your perspective on what he's done. And you've had some great backs here over the years.
All right. So, there's a time for reflection. He's got one more game for this 25 season. Actually was talking to a couple of the coaches on staff. I've been here for the whole Division I era, whether it's as a player or as a coach. There's nothing I haven't seen. There's not a player I haven't seen or coached or played with. Probably, and this may have some argument to it, but probably the single best Division I running back year ever in the Division I era here at UCA. Obviously, he's got another game to add on to that. We've had guys with maybe Darius's freshman year, the amount of touchdowns he scored was unreal. I think he had 18 that year, but didn't have the yards, right? But what Landon's doing on the ground and doing it in consecutive weeks, I would say has an argument to probably be the best Division I running back effort probably in this program's history.
19 for 110, a couple of touchdowns on Saturday. 5th in the country with 1,246 yards. 6th at 113 a game. 24th with 10 touchdowns. He's also 7th in all-purpose yards. You guys have really used him effectively in the pass game, which to me has got to be awfully appealing for guys at the next level, watching him not only run as effectively as he does and hurdle guys. I mean, I don't know if track and field guys are looking at him for the Olympics, but the guy's one of the greatest hurdlers I've ever seen since Edwin Moses. And then, again, he's just such a good weapon in the pass game as well.
Yeah, and look, there's no secret that the position of running back is different than any other position on the football field when it comes to the next level. It's a devalued position at the next level. Let's just be honest. They don't get paid as much. They probably don't get paid like they deservingly should. And the thing that makes a running back attractive is production, right? It's carries. It's showing versatility, catching the ball out of the backfield. It's showing durability. I mean, Landon's working out last night and looks like he hadn't played a game all year. I mean, it's unreal. And knock on wood, I mean, he's just stayed healthy and his body's held up. It's pretty amazing. So he's a guy that, just keeps staying on track. Let's go finish this thing out. Let's go have a great junior year. They're going to find you at that position.
Right.
I mean, we played in 2019. We played a third-round draft pick, the Illinois State running back, James Robinson.
Yep.
Was starting running back the next year for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
I mean, did it from Illinois State. I mean, and Landon's got that type of body that kid did. I mean, he's on the brink of something special. It's really fun to watch. It's fun to be a part of. And man, it couldn't be happening to a better kid. He's just got a smile on his face all the time. Unbelievable attitude. Practices as hard as anybody on the team, and the fruits of his labor is getting rewarded on Saturdays.
I'm not going to ask you to heap a lot of praise on an opposing player, but what'd you think of Dye in person?
Impressive. If I had one word to explain the kid, I would say explosive.
Yeah.
Body type, you wouldn't expect him to be the way he is. I mean, if you see him on the hoof, he's not a thick kid. He's actually got a really tiny waist. I mean, he doesn't have a big lower body, but man, he's relentless. Man, he runs hard. He does a great job with his patience and one cuts. And they've got an identity, and they keep feeding the ball. And he's a guy that'll take 1, 2, 3, and the next thing you know, he's taking 25. I mean, he's just He does it over and over again.
One of the things I want to talk to you about, and we'll do this in the 2-minute drill, but just want to mention again, when you look at we talked a little bit about this the other day, was negative plays and the lack of creation there. Really tackles for loss, not too far off what you guys had last year. But it's the 33 sacks last year versus 14 this year. And again, you had a pretty good one, the all-time leader in that department on your team last year. But in your mind, what are some things maybe to sort of address, and what do you think has been, I guess, part of the issue with the not creating maybe negative plays?
I think some of it, again, I think the TFLs are happening. I think we've done a good job in the run game with some of that stuff. I think some of the sacks is just again, I think some of it has to do with just fatigue. I think we're lacking depth at those positions. When Gary Lewis and Jacoby Shell and are having to play 60 snaps a game, they can't really pin their ears back and be fresh, right? Obviously Carmelo Allen's going to be a superstar here as a young player. I mean, Sam Horton's been playing on one leg since, for the last 3 weeks. So that's hurt our depth a little bit. I think a lot of it's fatigue. I think some of it's just again, we've got to go recruit some bona fide pass rushers. I mean, that's the God honest truth. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We got to go, whether it's in the junior college world or transfer portal, whatever it is, we got to go get some production at that position so that we can help those guys, right? The guys coming back need help. They need guys for depth, and that's what we're going to do and address when we get to December and January.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, continue on here. The Nathan Brown Show, final one of the season here at Walk-Ons in Conway. Again, on the Stripes, 3 o'clock on Saturday. We'll start at 2 o'clock on our pregame show, getting you set for Wildcats and Bears on Senior Day on the Stripes. Stick around. We're back in a moment.
Walk-Ons starts every dish from scratch and only uses fresh ingredients to bring their mouth-watering Cajun cuisine to life. Whether you're there for dinner with the family, date night, cocktails with the girls, or to watch the UCA Bears on the big screen, Walk-Ons is always happy to share their Louisiana culture with you. Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana.
It's game time at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Conway, located 3 miles from the University of Central Arkansas campus, and they are ready to play ball. Fairfield Inn has been taking care of Bear fans for over a decade now as a proud partner of UCA Athletics, and you can get the UCA rate today by visiting UCAsports.com and clicking the Fairfield Inn and Suites link at the bottom of the page, or call 501-505-8034. Go Bears!
Setting a new workout goal? Post-workout recovery is a lot sweeter when you fuel up with rich, delicious Highland Dairy chocolate milk. Packed with the nutrients you need to re-energize, including protein, calcium, and potassium, chocolate milk is a tasty treat at the end of your hard workout. Find a money-saving coupon at highlanddairy.com/chocolate. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
1 minute left in the break. 1 minute.
HD Roofing and Construction, proud to be Central Arkansas owned and operated, offering free inspections, insurance claims assistance, a huge product selection and the highest standards in Arkansas. Whether it's minor repairs or a full roof replacement for your commercial or residential property, they'll provide you with quality materials, craftsmanship, warranties, and cost-effective solutions. Call today, 501-428-0429, or get a quote at hdarkansas.com. HD Roofing, proud to be the official roofing partner of UCA Athletics.
At Moix RV, customer service isn't just their motto, it's their legacy. Since 1976, they've been dedicated to providing exceptional
spot of the break
experiences, not just selling RVs. They hear you. Words are easy, actions speak louder. That's why Moix RV has invested millions in expanding their service bays across Conway, Springdale, and Hot Springs. But service bays are just tools. It's their passionate team that truly makes the difference. Their team isn't just knowledgeable, they're tenured. Visit them today in Conway, Springdale, or Hot Springs, and let's get you rolling.
We're talking Bear football tonight on the Nathan Brown Show, presented by Walk-Ons Sports Bistro in Conway and broadcasting live from their location at 955 South Amity Road.
Handoff Chambers, left side, over a defender into the end zone. He hurdled another guy. Touchdown, Central Arkansas. They're finding a way. Great block off the left edge there, and then he hurdles the last guy to get into the end zone. Heck of a job by that offensive line. Goodness, what a play.
Oh, just another day at the office for old Landon Chambers, just jumping over dudes and scoring touchdowns and such. Let me correct something I said going in the break, because I am a moron. I'm going to blame it on the crawfish cream sauce, Coach. I can't think straight. I've got too much good food going in my body tonight, but we're going to kick it off at 4 o'clock. But if you want to get here early, we're happy to have you on Senior Day.
Come on.
What time is a Bear Walk on Saturday, Coach? That's the important.
2:30.
All right, well, get here early, folks. Let's go. We will start at 3 p.m.
No, 1:30. Is it 1:30?
We don't do time here, folks. We're still on Mountain Time. We're very confused. 1:30 Bear Walk.
That's what happens when you get in at 5 a.m. on Sunday morning.
All right, 1:30 Bear Walk, 4 o'clock kick, 3 o'clock pregame. Did I get it? Ding, ding, ding. Tell them is one. All right. Well, I mean, I was going to be really early on Saturday, Coach. Okay, well, that's good. I could use a little extra sleep. We got a basketball game on Sunday at 1 o'clock again, and we have a basketball game for the Sugar Bears coming up Wednesday against Arkansas State. And they're one of their former players is leading that bunch over there. Went to the NCAA tournament last year, and I know that Coach Kemper is hopeful that his team can do that this year. So looking forward to that. It's a good week for sports.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about Abilene Christian, Coach, and then we'll get to our final 2-minute drill of the season. I know Luke's cooked up some really good questions for you that we're going to let him ask you here in a minute, Coach. If you go to our video stream, you can see an aspiring star Bear in the form of Luke Brown. He is quite an athlete himself, building quite the reputation, Coach.
Yeah, he's
talk about versatility. I mean, we're talking like Jacoby McQuiller kind of versatility over there.
He's got a long way to get to there. He's got a long way.
All right. Abilene Christian 7-4. They are 6-1. They are the lone team in the conference to knock off Tarleton State. And their lone loss is to Southern Utah, which we all know is a tough one to get over on. With a victory on Saturday, they are the conference champion. They're headed to the playoffs. With a loss, they're kind of up in the air at 7-5. So there's a lot on the line. You guys ruined their trip to the postseason a few years ago in Abilene. I've never seen so many long faces in my life. I would love to see a lot of long Wildcat faces on Saturday again, Coach. What are some keys in your mind to stopping Abilene Christian? Let's start from the defensive perspective against their offense. We were talking about the three-headed monster. Very balanced running attack, a lot different than last week, but they've got some different-looking dudes at running back that you guys will have to contend with.
Well, here's what they've got, and I've watched a lot of tape on them. They'll have one of the more physically gifted offensive lines we've played all year. Very talented bunch, very big bunch. They give Stone Earl a lot of time. I mean, he sometimes he can sit back there and play 7-on-7 football because they're very, very talented. We've have to find a way to manufacture getting him off his mark. He's a talented quarterback, thrown for a lot of yards. They're led by a great offensive coordinator, Graham Harrell. A lot of people remember that name from his Texas Tech days. He was one of my teammates in the Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
that's how small a world this is.
He was at Texas Tech before they had billionaires financing the program.
True.
We call that the old days.
Him and Crabtree made Texas Tech relevant.
No doubt.
But yeah, we need to get Stone Earl off his mark. They do a good job mixing in play action, run game. They run a lot of deep curl routes. They've got some big physical receivers that know how to come back to the ball. But we have to get Stone off his mark if we want a shot on defense.
He has turned it over a few times. When has he had trouble being accurate, Coach?
He's thrown off his back foot.
Okay.
I mean, as simple as that. And that's probably most quarterbacks. He runs that offense to a T. He does a great job with his action fakes and does a good job with his eyes and progressions. I mean, we're gonna have to get him off his mark if we want to get him off balance.
And then what will you get from them defensively?
Well, what you're going to get is you're going to get about every defensive look in the book. Coach Patterson's a defensive guy. I've been competing against him for a lot of years. I have the utmost respect for him. He's one of my favorite men in this profession. I think he does it the right way. It's really neat watching a guy like that succeed at a school. I mean, I think he's a great man, not just a great coach, but a great person to follow. But you're going to get a lot of different fronts. You're going to get a lot of different coverages. Very, very similar to offensive line. Very, very good-looking defensive line. Their two edge guys will be as pretty as we've seen all year, and I'm counting Missouri in that.
Yeah.
They're going to both be about 6'4", 6'5", 250, 260-pound range. We're going to have to do a good job, exact opposite of what we saw last week.
No doubt.
Which was the opposite end of that spectrum. So different style, but very strong physical defense. We're going to have to establish the run. Obviously, we try to do that every week. But we're going to have to make some plays down the field. Like, we're going to need TP to go make a few plays, Malachi to make some plays down the field. Arlie Lee needs to go make one of those Arlie Lee plays. And we're going to need some things to bounce our way. We're going to need to turn them over one or two times. We're going to need to not turn the ball over. And then when we get a chance in the red zone, we've got to capitalize and get 7 points to beat a team like this.
All right, 2-minute drill, Coach. I'm going to start you off, and I don't want you to get emotional. Let's start with the senior class and what it's meant to you personally, but also to Central Arkansas's football program.
Well, it's just a team, a senior class that's won a championship in this new conference, a senior class that is filled with a bunch of guys that have gone through adversity. It's filled with a senior class that are all going to be graduates, which is obviously a huge feat in itself. I could go down the list of individuals time and time again. Don't want to leave anybody out, but every senior class has a different place in my heart. And look, I'm a UCA alum, so I appreciate what they're going through, and I want them to feel like I feel about this program 10, 15, 20 years from now.
What does this week and month look like after the season is over on Saturday?
It's going to get even busier for us.
Yeah.
We've got to turn the page quick. We've got to get our recruiting hat on, and we've got to get to work. Our coaching staff knows that we have to go get to work, go hunt, and go find great players to help the great players we already have on this roster and turn this into what we know it can be in 2026.
Spring will be here before you know it. Who are you looking to be your leaders next spring, Coach?
Well, I mean, obvious. I mean, you look at a guy like Tyrell Pollard. I mean, he's going to come into his own even more. Malachi's got to come back and be a great leader. Landon's going to take another step. I mean, you can see him even taking steps throughout the year. Defensively, Dylan Williams, like go be that David Walker next year, right? You're going to have a chance to be an NFL guy. Well, go be that leader as well. Ashton Williams, take another step even more. You've got tackles, you've got big plays. Now go be a leader, right? Jacoby Shell, you've been here for a year. Now go take that leadership role. I mean, there's a lot of guys in that boat that I'm looking forward to watching grow and take another step.
This year was not, again, the way we wanted it to go. Give me in 20 seconds your most reasons for optimism for next season.
Production. I mean, look at the production up and down the board. 100% of our production on offense is underclassmen. I believe 7 of our top 11 tacklers are underclassmen. The what if, right? The what if games. Let's just turn that 1-4 record into 3-2, and it's a whole different deal. Or 4-1.
Right.
And we're talking about being a playoff team. We're talking about being a conference champion. There's no question we can do that.
All right, we'll kick it off at 4 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. 3 o'clock pregame again on the Stripes. The Bear Walk at 1:30. Get out on Bruce Street, and more importantly, get in from Bruce Street when we kick this thing off. The Bears need you on Senior Day. Let's get in and support them. The final game of the year, and we are looking forward to it on Saturday. Coach, it's been a pleasure this year. I want to thank everybody here at Walk-Ons. It's been a great, great time all season. This has been by far the best place we've ever done the Coaches Show over the years, and it's been a great run for us. Hope to do it again next season.
Great. Love it. Love it here. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll see you on Saturday. It's going to do it for us. Final Nathan Brown Show of the night and of the season. And we will talk to you again next year. We'll see you on Saturday on the Stripes. Good night, everybody.